What if I told you that the gap between you and genuine wealth has nothing to do with how hard you work or how smart you are? It actually comes down to a handful of habits that wealthy people quietly refuse to engage in. These are not secrets locked away in some exclusive club. They are patterns hiding in plain sight, and once you see them, you cannot unsee them. Stay with me through all 7 because the ones near the end might surprise you the most. Number 1. Rich people never chase money over skills. Here is a trap most people fall into without even realizing it. They grab the highest paying job available right now, watch their income flatline within a few years, and wonder why they feel stuck. Wealthy people take a different path entirely. Early on, they prioritize building rare, valuable skills over collecting a bigger paycheck. Skills compound just like interest. Every capability you add makes you harder to replace, more versatile, and ultimately far more valuable. Think about high-demand abilities like copywriting, video editing, or coding. The people who master these are not competing in a crowded market because, frankly, most people doing these things are simply not good enough. Your real competition is weaker than you think. Number 2. Rich people never perform wealth before they have it. Social media has made this worse than ever. People are leasing cars they cannot afford, booking trips on credit cards that will take months to clear, and ordering outrageously overpriced meals just to post it online. Here is a sobering reality check. A significant portion of people who appear wealthy are barely staying afloat financially. True wealth builders redirect money away from things that lose value and toward assets that grow. Stocks, real estate, and equity positions are what quietly build fortunes while everyone else is busy performing success for strangers on the internet. Number 3. Rich people never try to do everything alone. No self-made success story is actually a solo story when you examine it closely. Every major breakthrough in business and entrepreneurship involves networks, mentors, collaborators, and teams. The people who insist on handling everything themselves hit a ceiling fast. Your individual capacity has hard limits. A well-aligned group of talented people will outperform any single genius every single time. Start building genuine relationships with people whose skills complement yours. Wealth accelerates dramatically when the right people are working together toward a shared direction. Number 4. Rich people never absorb every opinion thrown at them. This one is subtle but absolutely devastating to progress. When you are surrounded by endless voices telling you what to do, your brain hits a wall. Psychologists call it cognitive overload, and it leads directly to decision paralysis. You stop moving entirely, not because you are lazy, but because your brain is overwhelmed. Wealthy thinkers are incredibly selective about whose input they accept. They identify their destination first, then deliberately seek advice only from people who have already walked that road. Quality guidance from one relevant expert is worth infinitely more than 100 opinions from people who have never done what you are trying to do. Number 5. Rich people never let ego run the show. Arrogance is one of the most expensive habits a person can have. When you already believe you know enough, you stop absorbing the lessons that could genuinely change your trajectory. Ego-driven people obsess over the end goal while ignoring the unglamorous but essential small steps that actually get you there. True growth requires humility. The more deeply you understand any subject, the more clearly you see how much you still have left to learn. That awareness is not weakness. It is the foundation of every meaningful breakthrough. Number 6. Rich people never play the blame game. There is a mindset shift that separates people who build wealth from people who stay stuck, and it comes down to a simple daily choice. You can either point outward at circumstances, other people, the economy, the system, and find reasons why success is impossible for you. Or you can turn inward, take ownership of your decisions, and focus entirely on what you can actually control. Blame is comfortable in the short term and catastrophic in the long term. It quietly grows from small excuses into a story you tell yourself every day about why you cannot get ahead. Break that pattern and everything changes. Number 7. Rich people never stay comfortable. Your comfort zone feels safe because your brain is wired to protect you from the unfamiliar. But safety and growth rarely occupy the same space. Studies suggest that well over half of people never meaningfully push beyond their current boundaries, and a significant number of them eventually regret it deeply. Wealth does not live inside familiar territory. It lives just past the edge of where you currently feel comfortable operating. Every time you stretch that boundary, a new, bigger space opens up. And here is the beautiful thing about that process. It never stops working. The space available to you is essentially infinite, but only if you keep claiming it. So let us bring this together. Wealthy people are not lucky. They are not necessarily smarter than you. They simply avoid these 7 patterns that quietly sabotage most people's financial progress. They build skills before chasing salaries. They delay the appearance of wealth to build the real thing. They leverage other people's strengths. They filter noise ruthlessly. They stay humble enough to keep learning. They own their outcomes completely. And they keep expanding past their edges even when it feels uncomfortable. Pick one of these that resonates most with where you are right now and start there. The gap between where you are and where you want to be closes one decision at a time. If you want to go deeper on building real financial momentum, make sure you subscribe so you never miss what is coming next.